Drake just dropped what was supposed to be his big moment. A video, a song, a statement, a warning shot to Kendrick Lamar. But what if I told you, instead of making a comeback, he just exposed himself? Because Drake's Nokia video isn't a diss. It's a desperate cry for relevance. It's a copy of Kendrick's art, a shadow of his opponent's style, and worst of all, it's proof that Kendrick Lamar has broken this man mentally, musically, and culturally. Today, we're breaking down why this might be the most embarrassing diss attempt in hip-hop history, and how Drake's entire narrative just fell apart in front of millions. Let's zoom out. Drake's not just releasing music, he's fighting for legacy. After over a decade of dominance, he's watching Kendrick take the cultural crown, from Mr. Morale winning a Pulitzer to the Not Like Us video racking up praise. Drake's no longer the defining voice of a generation. Kendrick is. And that eats at him. You can feel it in the lyrics. You can see it in his rollout. With Nokia, Drake clearly aimed to reset the tone, to reassert power, to remind us, I'm still him. But instead of taking control, he just lost the plot. Now, let's get into the Nokia video itself. The visual language, directly ripped from Kendrick's Not Like Us, same flashy cuts, same choreographed energy, same hood celebration aesthetic. Cameos, Drake brings in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a fellow Canadian NBA star, but it's almost too on the nose. A one-to-one mirror of DeMar DeRozan in Kendrick's vid. Even the symbolism with Drake's owl, meant to be a flex, feels hollow. Fans thought it was genius. But let's be real, if you're responding to a diss by copying it, is it really a flex? Or is it just a sign you're out of ideas? Every scene screams insecurity. He's not dissing Kendrick, he's cosplaying Kendrick. And that's where this move turns from clumsy to downright embarrassing. Let's talk art for a second. Drake has always been a chameleon. That's part of his genius. He borrows from sounds, adapts, evolves. He's done it with grime, trap, dancehall, you name it. But there's a difference between adaptation and imitation. And in this case, he didn't take Kendrick's influence to elevate. He used it as a crutch. This wasn't calculated, it was clumsy. There was no build-up, no deeper meaning, no clever metaphor, just an attempt to steal back shine by imitating the very person who exposed him. It's not just a creative failure, it's a narrative collapse. But wait, it gets weirder. As if the video wasn't enough, DJ Academics drops an exclusive sit-down with Kanye West, and it turns into a full-blown conspiracy theory hour. Kanye goes off the rails, saying Kendrick was handpicked by the industry to take Drake down, calls him an industry plant, questions why he was chosen for the Super Bowl, then says, straight-faced, that Drake is 1,000,000 times better than Kendrick. Look, you can have your opinions, but when Ye starts ranting about the NFL, the music industry, and Kendrick's lack of hits, you know what this really is? It's not about Drake versus Kendrick. It's about insecurity versus excellence. Drake and Ye, two artists struggling with the fact that Kendrick is getting the respect they think they deserve, and Academics, he's just the microphone. Here's where things take a darker turn. This isn't just Drake dropping a video, it's Drake launching a campaign of victimhood. The Nokia video, the Kanye interview, Academics' narratives, they're all working toward one thing, painting Drake as the victim of a corrupt industry. Suddenly, the failure of Not Like Us isn't about bars or beats, it's about secret agendas. The narrative is being flipped. Kendrick didn't win. Drake was sabotaged. But here's the thing. If you need Kanye West rambling in your defense, if you need to claim a Grammy-winning Pulitzer rapper is industry-made just to feel better about your L, you're not battling anyone. You're spiraling. This might sound like drama, but it's actually dangerous for the culture. When major artists shift from making art to pushing conspiracies, it waters down the very essence of hip-hop: truth, bars, competition, authenticity. Drake's team is trying to rewrite the beef in real time, not through better music, but through better narratives. That's not hip-hop, that's PR. And the sad part? It's working for some. Fan bases are eating it up. TikToks, threads, Reddit debates. People now believe Kendrick's rise was orchestrated, that Not Like Us was a trap. It's wild, and it's insulting to real artists, real fans, and the culture as a whole. Here's the hard truth. Kendrick didn't win because of a label push. He won because he's better. He takes years to craft albums. He disappears from the spotlight only to return and shake the room. He's intentional, precise, honest. Drake? He drops 20-track albums every year and floods the market, hoping one sticks. And when it doesn't, he blames the industry. There's a reason Kendrick never had to respond to Nokia, because he already won with Not Like Us, with The Heart, Part 5, with Silence. So, here we are. A moment that was supposed to be Drake's triumphant return now sits as a glaring reminder of just how far things have fallen. Think about it. This is a man who once made classics like Take Care and Nothing Was the Same. A man who had the entire game in the palm of his hand. A man who could start trends with a single line. But now, he's in full defense mode. He's not leading the culture, he's chasing it. And worst of all, he's chasing Kendrick. Because no matter how many TikToks the Nokia video inspires, no matter how many tweets Academics posts, and no matter how many wild things Kanye says in an interview, the music tells the truth. And if we're being honest, Kendrick's music cut deeper, his visuals hit harder, his message stood taller. That's not industry manipulation, that's artistry. And the sad thing is, Drake didn't have to go this route. He's talented, he's versatile. He could have responded with real music, real bars, real pain. Imagine if Drake had dropped a track stripped of gimmicks, just him and a mic, no filters, no guests, no distractions, just truth. It would have been devastating. It would have reminded us who he was, not who he's pretending to be now. But instead, we got a music video that looks like it was directed by a Kendrick fan page. And an entire rollout based on gaslighting the culture into believing that the winner of this beef is somehow the victim. And that's where this all gets really dangerous. Because when the most powerful voices in hip-hop start rewriting history, they risk damaging the culture that built them. Hip-hop isn't about who can talk the loudest, it's about who can say the realest things in the rawest way and make people feel something. And if we let narratives, interviews, and distractions take precedence over the music, then we're no longer judging artists by their talent, but by how well they can play the victim on social media. So now I ask you, do you think Drake can recover from this? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a long decline? Is Nokia just a blip in his catalog, or proof that the hunger, the vision, the edge is gone? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Debate it out. Just keep it real. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got full breakdowns coming soon on Not Like Us, the Kendrick versus Drake timeline, and how this entire beef might be the last real moment in modern hip-hop history. Because while some are playing politics, others are still playing the game the right way. Until next time, stay locked in, stay sharp, and remember, in hip-hop, the truth always survives the noise. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.